Hey everyone, it's Zeraldo here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Horc Evader class. Now, just as a side note, Archfiend's still coming. I've got about half of the diamonds I need. I've been busy, so I haven't been able to spend as much time on it as I would have liked. And I'm sorry Horc Evader's late, some stuff has come up, but I'm getting it to you. I'm on break. I'm going to try and get a few videos out, so we'll see. So Horc Evader class today. Also, there's a new class coming in the next few weeks, I believe. It's called the Royal Battle Mage. So I'll definitely do a guide on that. So today's focus is, as I've said, Horc Evader, and I'll get into that now. So to get your Horc Evader class, simply join Blood Tusk. Now, as I mentioned last time I did a guide, which is a Troll Spellsmith, I believe, there's two different reputations there. I go for the rank 10 classes myself, so I've got Horc here. You can also get Troll from the other side. You can also just buy the shortcut for 2,000 adventure coins. When I fought for the Hawks because although I like magic and the philosophy stuff better, I just liked the passion and I liked what the Hawks here stood for. And there were some things about the Troll Society which I didn't like. Yeah, I go way too in depth. But yeah, if you want your class, you just go to the rep store here. You can get your Horc Evader class. If you want, you can get an Evader armor that makes you actually look like a hawk. Some other cool little armors, some morphs, and some capes. Pretty cool capes actually. Some mean weapons. I really like Blood in the Mountain. As a piece of trivia, you may have noticed that hawks, the females, are very human in appearance, save for skin color, whereas the males are quite different. Just a little piece of trivia. For enhancements, I'd recommend personally Full Thief. Now, some of you will want luck and some of you will want other things, but the reason I'm going with Full Thief is because Horc Evader is called Horc Evader for a reason. It's, in my opinion, the best evasion class in the game, and I know that's quite a claim. Just look at the base stats. If I've got Full Thief, it's a 31% chance for evasion, and a almost 25% to haste. It's got good hit, and it's got okay crit. But the passives here are what really makes it great, because you've got a critical rate increased by 10%, and a dodge, which you get from your evasion, increased by 10%. So that's a significant increase. Not to mention a lot of the moves actually do their bit to raise the chance of dodging. So all in all, it's very good. The rank 10 passive, which this class does have, just makes you attack even faster. Now this class manipulates your speed and manipulates your dodge. So that's what's there is to keep in mind. It doesn't have a heal because the idea is that you're dodging so much that you don't need a heal. So for this reason, I'm putting on health vamp. But because critting could be quite useful, you might also want to consider critting. MP use can be a bit of a pain as well, since this strange class actually uses the warrior regen model rather than the dodge, so you get MP back based on how often you hit. Oh no, based on your hit, whether you crit or not, and are struck by enemies in combat. But yeah, full thief is the way to go, I personally think, anyway. Just as a reminder, this is a battle pet class, so you're going to need to make sure you've unequipped any pets you have and then use the first move to summon your battle pet. Now this is what the class damage looks like, sort of normally. The first move actually also has a chance, if you use it again, it increases the amount of damage you do to your enemies, but also the amount of damage your enemies do to you. Now that may sound like a bad deal, but this class is high dodge, so although it'll be increasing the damage that your enemies do to you, it's not actually that bad because they won't hit you as much. So you can see by that. I'll just demonstrate now what the increased damage looks like. I've also got Spiral Carve. The effect's weird. I enhanced it with Health Vamp, but it's showing Spiral Carve. So, don't quite understand what's going on there. So, the second move's pretty cool. It stacks 3 times. It's called Shadow Strike. It's only 10 mana, it has a 3-second cooldown. Now, it causes a damage over time, and increases your dodge for a short while as well. So it's something you want to keep stacked. Not only that, it actually does some damage, not just the damage over time. So this is something that you want to keep going, as this will increase your dodge. Third move, Smell Fear, is only 15 mana, and it's also very good because it increases your dodge chance and your crit. Now it doesn't do any damage, it's just the effect you're activating. So this is probably the first thing you want to activate once you get into combat, is this. Increase your dodge and crit. The last move is sort of weird because it doesn't do anything. All it does is increase your speed and your opponent's speed for a short while. This is just to get the battle done quicker. Now, the idea is that it's a way to quickly regen MP, and you're not going to really lose that much by doing it because you're dodging so much. Now, anyone that's noticed will actually realize that these two moves stack with the dodge buffs, and so you can get very high dodge. Now, to demonstrate the full power of this class in terms of damage over time, which at points was at 48, in terms of damage with this move, and in terms of dodge, we're going to go to the boss. See how long, well not see how long, but just see how it lasts. So I should have actually activated this move first. There we go. So just remember, the idea is that you hardly ever get hit with this class because the dodge rate is so high. I'm going to activate this for that MP. As you can see, he's having a lot of trouble actually hitting me. You want to keep this because crit helps you regen. But yeah, he's having a hard time hitting me. In fact, he's only really hitting me when I run out of MP. So here you have it, the Horc Evader class, the class I consider the dodge class. There we go, now that I'm running out of MP, having trouble keeping up the stack. Now, here's something fun. I didn't have time to set this up, but it's a video I plan to make someday. Imagine this with a dexterity potion, as well as an elixir that increases dodge. Now, this is already dodgy enough as it is, in a good way. I mean, it can dodge enough as it is. But if you add the dexterity, that'll increase your base stats, making your base stats do more. If you use an elixir, that's like another 10%. But here's the one that really excites me. What happens if you were to get a Paladin High Lord on your side and you were to use its final move on you? For those of you that don't know, Paladin High Lord's final move's a buff. It increases your damage by 60% and your dodge by 30%. So imagine pairing up this class with its already high evasion rate and passives, these two moves that increase it more. A potion that increases your base dexterity to increase your evasion, and then a potion to directly increase your evasion with the Paladin, not the Paladin, yeah, the Paladin Slayer buff. You could probably get close to an 100% dodge rate. You'd be nearly unhittable to most enemies and players. Now, that's going to be an incredibly hard thing to coordinate, but I think it would definitely be worth it. So as you can see, I've had a lot of fun using this class in the past. It's not something I used often, but in the right place, this class is great. I'll see you next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.